High prices and dwindling savings. That's how many may remember 2024. Now, with the end of the year approaching, this is the perfect time to check in on the health of your finances and take steps now to start 2025 on solid financial footing. Lauren Sprung is a certified financial planner and the author of the book, Financial Planning Made Personal. And he is here with us now, certified financial planner and author of Financial Planning Made Personal, Lauren Sprung. Lauren, it's great to see you. Thanks.
Yeah, great
for being here. Did you have a great Thanksgiving weekend?
It was awesome.
All right,
Thank
well,
you
we're
so much.
so happy to have you here. It was a financially taxing year for so many of us with inflation, just going to the grocery store. If we want to get ahead for next year, which I believe most of us do, you got 3 tips for us today. I'm going to read the first tip. Tax loss harvesting, or offsetting your capital gains tax. Walk us through how an average investor can take advantage of that strategy.
Sure. I mean, from an investing standpoint, 2024 was a pretty good year, and people have a great deal of gains in their portfolios. So that presents themselves with a great opportunity to take advantage if they have losses in their portfolio. So what they do is they look for those losses in the portfolio, sell them, and then they can use those losses to offset the gains that they've accumulated across during the year, lower their tax liability, and put them in a better position.
But when do you cut your losses and sell? When do you know now is the time to do that?
That's an emotional question sometimes. You have to look in the portfolio, and if that thing is not doing well and you don't expect it to do well, then you have to cut your losses. But you can also take another approach, and that is if you really believe in the holding, you can double up on the holding now, wait 31 days, and then sell it and take the loss. Now, we're a little late in the year to do that because we're at December 1st and you have to wait 30 days. So it may be a little bit too late for this year, but keep that in mind for next year.
Yeah.
So that's another way you could go about it.
So there's a recent survey that I want to share with you. I know you know this. It's more for our viewers. Americans believe they need nearly $1.5 million in savings to retire comfortably. I heard that years ago. Does that still stand true?
That varies very widely, right? I live on Long Island, and I don't know that that same $1 million is going to be that impactful living a life there, similar to what you are today.
Yeah.
Other areas of the country, that may work very well, and that's why in Financial Planning Made Personal, I talk about it's very personal. Depending upon your own personal situation, you have to figure out what you need to accumulate to live the lifestyle you want to live if and when you stop or slow down working.
So what steps can we take to best prepare a retirement plan in 2025?
So know that the retirement plan limits have increased for 2025. You can now, into 401ks, contribute $23,500 if you're under 50. If you're 50 or turning 50 or over, you can add another $7,500 to that, to $31,000. And through the Secure Act 2.0, which came into being a few years ago, if your age is 60 to 63, you can add an additional $11,250 to that 23.5. So understand how much you can put in, see what level you can contribute, and set that up for 2025 to get a head start on that.
The latest Health and Human Services data found the average American spends more than $13,000 a year on medical expenses. A lot of Americans really rely on the flex spending accounts to cover those costs. You're nodding your head, you know this. So that brings us to your final tip. How can we maximize those benefits?
So if you're putting the money in, make sure you're using it, because a lot of people forget. They go to the supermarket, they buy FSA eligible items and forget to use the dollars that they put away. So if you're going to use it and put the money away, make sure you are using the benefits of it. If it's something that you know you're spending money on, medical expenses, you're one of those people, $13,000 a year, then take a look if your company has an FSA that's eligible, that you're eligible for, take advantage of it. You could put away $3,300 as an individual, $6,600 as a couple in 2025. That all goes in pre-tax, and you can use that to buy any FSA eligible items, contacts, glasses. You need LASIK surgery, Invisalign, all those things, even Band-Aids.
Yeah.
I mean, use it.
I have about 30 seconds left. What mistakes do you see Americans more commonly that can be easily rectified?
2 things. One is not saving early enough. That's a big one, because you don't get to take advantage of compound interest. And I would say another one is looking at, if you have a 401k, putting in an amount equal to what your employer is going to match. If your employer is matching 6%, don't be putting in 3, put in 6. Get the quote unquote free money. There's not many places you can do that.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.